Have you ever cracked open an egg, watched that golden yolk spill into your pan, and thought you were making one of the healthiest choices possible for your aging body? For decades, we've been told eggs are nature's perfect protein package, affordable, versatile, and packed with nutrients our bodies need as we age. But here's what most health experts aren't telling you. The way you prepare, store, and consume eggs could be transforming this superfood into something that silently damages your heart, weakens your immune system, and even accelerates cognitive decline after 60. I've spent 25 years studying nutrition for aging adults, and what I've discovered about common egg mistakes is shocking. These aren't rare cooking accidents. These are everyday habits millions of seniors practice, thinking they're making healthy choices when they're actually setting themselves up for serious health complications. Today, I'm revealing the 5 most dangerous egg mistakes that could be undermining your health after 60, plus the simple science-backed techniques that transform eggs from potentially problematic to genuinely beneficial for your aging body. And you'll want to stay until the end, because mistake number 1 is something nearly every senior does, automatically without realizing it could be triggering dangerous inflammation throughout your entire body. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, how many eggs do you eat in a typical week? I love hearing from our vibrant aging community around the world. Now, let's crack open the truth about the first egg mistake that might be compromising your health right now. Dangerous egg mistake number 5, storing eggs on your refrigerator door. That convenient egg compartment built into your refrigerator door seems perfectly designed for your carton of eggs. The slots cradle each egg securely, keeping them organized and easily accessible. But here's the uncomfortable truth. This common storage method is one of the worst places to keep your eggs, especially for seniors with vulnerable immune systems. While your refrigerator door is a danger zone, temperature fluctuations. Every time you open your refrigerator, the door items experience the most dramatic temperature changes. While the interior maintains a steady 3538, EFI Dizasech -3.3 said the door can swing up to 10 to 20 degrees warmer during normal kitchen activity. For seniors with weakened immune systems, these fluctuations create the perfect environment for bacteria like Salmonella to multiply more rapidly. Mechanical stress. The constant movement of opening and closing the door creates subtle vibrations that can damage the eggs' natural protective barriers. Those tiny, invisible cracks compromise the shell's ability to keep bacteria out, especially as eggs age. Cross-contamination risk. Door storage places eggs at eye level, increasing the likelihood of contamination when reaching across them for other items. One drip from raw meat or unwashed produce can transfer harmful bacteria directly to your eggshells. Why this matters more after 60, as we age. Our stomach acid naturally becomes less acidic, a condition called hypochlorhydria that affects nearly 30% of adults over 60. Reduced acidity means your digestive system can't kill harmful bacteria as effectively as it once did. A mild case of food poisoning that might have caused minor discomfort in your 40s can lead to dangerous dehydration, hospitalization, or worse after 60. I remember working with Margaret, a vibrant 72-year-old who prided herself on her immune system. She'd never had food poisoning and stored eggs in her refrigerator door for decades. After a severe Salmonella infection landed her in the hospital for 3 days, we discovered the likely culprit, those door-stored eggs that had been subjected to temperature fluctuations for weeks. The safer solution: store eggs in their original carton on a center shelf toward the back of your refrigerator, where temperatures remain most consistent. Position the carton with the pointed end of the eggs facing downward to keep the yolk centered and maintain freshness longer. Use eggs within 3 to 4 weeks of purchase, and always check the sell-by date. Never wash eggs before storage. This removes their natural protective coating and actually increases contamination risk. This simple adjustment requires zero extra effort but provides significant protection for your vulnerable immune system. It's one of those small changes that reflects a deeper understanding of how aging bodies interact with food safety risks. Dangerous egg mistake number 4, discarding the yolk. Perhaps you've been doing this for years, carefully separating the white from the yolk, watching that golden center slip away down the drain. After all, countless doctors and nutritionists have warned about cholesterol in egg yolks. The message seemed clear. Whites are healthy, yolks are dangerous. But this well-intentioned habit might be robbing your aging body of precisely the nutrients it needs most after 60. The latest research reveals that for seniors, discarding egg yolks isn't just unnecessary, it's potentially harmful to your brain, eyes, and overall cellular health. The hidden cost of yolk-free eating? Brain health sacrificed, egg yolks are one of nature's richest sources of choline, a nutrient that becomes increasingly critical as we age. Studies in the Journal of Nutrition show that adequate choline intake helps maintain memory and cognitive function in seniors. When you toss the yolk, you're discarding compounds your brain uses to repair and maintain neural connections. Eye protection lost. The vibrant yellow-orange color of egg yolks comes from lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that specifically protect the retina from age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of visual loss after 60. These compounds act like internal sunglasses, filtering damaging blue light and reducing oxidative stress in the eyes. Vitamin D deficiency risk. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight, a serious concern when 80% of seniors already show insufficient levels. Egg yolks are among the few natural food sources of vitamin D, essential for bone strength, immune function, and mood regulation after 60. The cholesterol misconception. The original fears about egg yolks stemmed from their cholesterol content, but modern research has completely transformed our understanding. The Framingham Heart Study, one of the longest-running cardiovascular studies in the world, found no significant link between egg consumption and heart disease. Why? Because dietary cholesterol has minimal impact on blood cholesterol for most people. Your liver actually produces more cholesterol each day than you'd get from several eggs. When you eat more cholesterol, your body simply produces less to compensate. More importantly, egg yolks contain phospholipids that may actually help manage inflammation and improve cholesterol transport in the body. I'll never forget working with Robert, a 68-year-old who had eaten egg white omelets for 15 years based on outdated advice. After incorporating whole eggs back into his diet, his HDL good cholesterol increased, his energy improved, and most surprisingly, the dry eye syndrome he'd struggled with for years showed remarkable improvement. The balanced approach. Enjoy whole eggs as part of a varied diet rich in other heart-healthy foods like vegetables, fruits, and fiber. If you have diabetes or established heart disease, consider limiting but not eliminating yolks to 4 to 5 per week while consulting your doctor. Choose pasture-raised eggs when possible. They contain higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins. Combine eggs with vegetables like spinach or bell peppers to boost the antioxidant profile of your meal. For most seniors, the nutritional benefits of whole eggs far outweigh any theoretical risks. Your aging body needs those concentrated nutrients more than ever, and modern science has cleared eggs of the unfair reputation they carried for decades. Dangerous egg mistake number 3. Cooking eggs at high temperatures. That satisfying sizzle when an egg hits a hot pan might sound appealing, but the high heat that creates those crispy browned edges is transforming the proteins and fats in your eggs into compounds that may be particularly harmful to seniors. Most of us have been cooking eggs on high heat our entire lives. It's faster, creates texture, contrasts, and seems more flavorful. But this common cooking method could be converting one of nature's most perfect foods into a vehicle for inflammation and oxidative stress, especially in aging bodies. The high heat transformation, advanced glycation end products, ages. When proteins and sugars in eggs are exposed to high temperatures, they form compounds called age. These inflammatory molecules accelerate aging throughout the body by damaging collagen, stiffening blood vessels, and compromising kidney function. Research shows that AGs accumulate in our tissues as we age, and seniors are already fighting an uphill battle against them. Oxidized cholesterol, high heat, cooking, especially when eggs are cooked until the yolks are fully hard, causes cholesterol oxidation, while regular cholesterol is relatively benign. Oxidized cholesterol is significantly more likely to trigger arterial inflammation and contribute to plaque formation. This matters more after 60, when your arteries have already experienced decades of wear. Nutrient degradation, vitamins B, 12, D, and E in eggs are heat sensitive. Aggressive cooking destroys these nutrients, reducing the very benefits that make eggs valuable for seniors in the first place. The higher the heat and longer the cooking time, the more nutrients you lose. The real-life impact. I worked with James, a 74-year-old with persistent joint pain who loved his eggs, fried crispy in butter. When we switched him to gentle cooking methods, not only did his eggs retain more nutrients, but within weeks he noticed reduced morning stiffness and better mobility. The connection, lower age formation, meant less overall inflammation throughout his body. The temperature-controlled solution, poach eggs in barely simmering water, small bubbles, Not rolling boil for 3 to 4 minutes for set whites with runny yolks. Soft boil eggs by placing them in cold water. Bring into a gentle boil, then removing from heat and covering for 4 to 5 minutes. If scrambling eggs, use medium-low heat and remove from the pan while they still look slightly wet. They'll continue cooking from residual heat. Add a splash of water to scrambled eggs before cooking. The moisture helps protect proteins from extreme heat. Use heart-healthy olive oil instead of butter for cooking, as it has a more favorable fatty acid profile for seniors. For scrambled eggs specifically, the low and slow method not only preserves nutrients but creates a creamier, more satisfying texture many seniors find easier to eat and digest. The slight extra time is a small price for significantly healthier results. Dangerous egg mistake number 2. Pairing eggs with the wrong foods you've selected. Quality eggs. Store them properly and cook them gently to preserve nutrients. But if you're serving those perfectly prepared eggs alongside certain common breakfast foods, you might be accidentally creating a meal that sabotages your health after 60. This mistake isn't about the eggs themselves, it's about the dangerous combinations that can transform your healthy egg breakfast into something that spikes blood sugar, increases inflammation, and places unnecessary stress on your digestive system. The problematic pairings, processed meats, that crispy bacon or sausage link next to your scrambled eggs delivers a double blow to aging butt. The sodium nitrite preservatives in processed meats form nitrosamines when cooked compounds classified as probable carcinogens. For seniors already at higher cancer risk, this pairing adds unnecessary danger. Additionally, the advanced glycation end products, AGEs, in these brown meats compound the inflammatory burden. White toast or pastries. Eggs paired with refined carbohydrates create a nutritional contradiction. The protein-rich eggs help stabilize blood sugar, but the rapidly digested white bread, bagels, or pastries trigger the exact glucose spikes that become more dangerous after 60. These fluctuations stress the pancreas, promote insulin resistance, and contribute to the cognitive fog many seniors experience. Ketchup and processed sauces. The commercial ketchup or pre-made hollandaise sauce many people add to eggs contains surprising amounts of high fructose corn syrup or refined sugars. A single tablespoon of ketchup contains about 4 grams of sugar, often the first ingredient listed. For seniors monitoring blood sugar or heart health, these hidden sugars work directly against the metabolic benefits eggs naturally provide. The aging connection. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at managing blood sugar fluctuations, more vulnerable to inflammatory triggers, and more susceptible to sodium's effects on blood pressure. These problematic pairings hit precisely where seniors are most vulnerable, potentially triggering joint pain, afternoon energy crashes, and even mood disturbances. I remember working with Ellen, a 70-year-old with prediabetes who couldn't understand why her healthy breakfast of eggs with toast and jam wasn't helping her morning glucose readings. When we replaced the refined carbohydrates with nutrient-dense alternatives, her numbers improved dramatically, and she reported feeling mentally sharper throughout the day. The synergistic solution: pair eggs with leafy greens like spinach or kale. The folating greens complements the choline in eggs for complete brain support. Add avocado instead of processed meats. Its healthy fats improve absorption of the fat-soluble vitamins in egg yolks. Incorporate tomatoes or bell peppers. Their vitamin C enhances iron absorption from the eggs. Choose whole grain sourdough if you need bread. Its fermentation process makes it easier to digest and less likely to spike blood sugar. Seasoned with anti-inflammatory herbs like turmeric, rosemary, or thyme instead of commercial sauces. The right companions for your eggs don't just avoid harm, they actively enhance the benefits. These thoughtful pairings create meals that support stable energy, reduced inflammation, and proper nutrient absorption. 3 priorities that become increasingly important after 60. Dangerous egg mistake number 1. Consuming raw eggs or undercooked whites. You might be surprised to find this at number 1 on our list. After all, who's eating raw eggs these days? The answer: far more seniors than you might think. From traditional homemade Caesar salad dressings and authentic hollandaise sauce to protein smoothies and the trending raw egg coffee popularized by fitness influencers, raw eggs appear in more places than most realize. But this habit carries particularly serious risks for adults, over 60 risks that go beyond the salmonella concerns most people know about. The multi-layered dangers: compromised immune defense. Salmonella infection affects seniors more severely than younger adults. With age-related immune changes, Adults over 65 are 4 to 5 times more likely to be hospitalized from salmonella exposure. What might cause mild discomfort in a 30-year-old can become life-threatening for someone in their 70s. Biotin blockade. Raw egg whites contain avid, a protein that binds to biotin vitamin B6 and prevents its absorption. Biotin deficiency can lead to hair thinning, brittle nails, and neurological symptoms like tingling in the extremities. All issues already more common with aging. Cooking deactivates avidin, allowing your body to access this vital nutrient. Protein waste. Perhaps most surprisingly, raw egg protein is only about 50 to 60% bioavailable to the human body, compared to 90% plus for cooked eggs. For seniors already fighting to maintain muscle mass, this represents a significant nutritional loss when protein needs are at their highest. Hidden exposure sources. Many seniors don't realize they're consuming raw eggs in homemade eggnog or holiday drinks, certain protein shakes and smoothies, traditional chocolate mousse recipes, some store-bought mayonnaise, and aioli sunny-side-up eggs with uncooked whites. The stakes for seniors. I'll never forget Clara, an active 77-year-old who prided herself on her classic cooking techniques. Her homemade mayonnaise and authentic Caesar dressing had been family favorites for decades. When a severe salmonella infection led to dangerous dehydration and a week-long hospitalization, she was shocked to learn her culinary traditions had placed her at risk. The safe egg solution. Cook egg whites completely until they're firm and opaque. The proteins need to reach at least 144 degrees Fahrenheit to be fully safe. For recipes traditionally calling for raw eggs, use pasteurized egg products specifically designed for this purpose. When making sunny-side-up eggs, cover the pan briefly to ensure heat reaches the top of the whites. Avoid licking batter or dough containing raw eggs, a common habit many seniors don't consider risky. For protein-boosting smoothies, use Greek yogurt or protein powder instead of raw eggs. Remember that egg yolks need to reach 149 degrees Fahrenheit and whites need to reach 144 degrees Fahrenheit for safe consumption. A runny yolk is generally safe if the white is fully cooked. But for seniors with compromised immune systems, fully cooking both is the safest approach. Conclusion. The Egg Smart approach after 60. We've uncovered the 5 most dangerous egg mistakes that could be undermining your health after 60. From improper storage and throwing away valuable yolks to high-heat cooking, problematic food pairings, and the serious risks of undercooked eggs. These common habits transform a nearly perfect food into something potentially harmful. But here's the good news. Eggs remain one of the most nutritious, affordable, and versatile foods available for seniors. When stored correctly, cooked gently, paired thoughtfully, and prepared safely. Eggs deliver concentrated nutrition that supports brain health, muscle maintenance, eye protection, and immune function, all systems that need extra care after 60. The simple adjustments we've discussed don't require special equipment, exotic ingredients, or culinary expertise. They're straightforward changes to habits most of us developed decades ago, before we understood how aging bodies interact differently with the foods we've always enjoyed. By storing eggs on middle shelves instead of the door, embracing nutrient-rich yolks. Cooking at moderate temperatures, pairing eggs with complementary foods, and ensuring proper cooking for safety, you transform eggs from a potential problem into a powerful ally for healthy aging. Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these egg mistakes surprised you the most? Have you noticed differences in how your body responds to eggs as you've gotten older? Share your experiences. Your insights might help someone else in our vibrant aging community make healthier choices. If you found this information valuable, please support our mission by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and tapping that notification bell. And don't keep this information to yourself. Share it with someone you care about who might still be making these common egg mistakes. Until next time, this is Dr. Marcus with Vibrant Aging, helping you make every bite count for your healthiest years ahead.